So, I grew up in a small town called Elk Grove. Pretty boring town, if I must say. Living there for 17 years. Yeah, it's pretty boring. But as a kid, I was always studying, and I come across a teacher, and her name was Mrs. Madsen, and I always had a thing against her because I felt that she was played favorites and stuff. And one day I was doing homework in her class, and then she told me, "Hey, David, stop what you're doing. Why are you doing this homework? You're not smart enough." You know, when you hear that as a kid, you go home. I ran home crying as a kid. That hurt my feelings. So I took that as a lesson, saying, "Okay, I'll study. I'll do better." And I moved on, went to middle school. I actually went into homeschool because of that reason. So, with that said, when I went into homeschool, I learned how to study properly, learned how to talk to people properly. And then when I went into high school, however, everything changed. I lost motivation. I didn't really go to class. I started smoking, did marijuana, etc. I met a good friend named Justin. He's no longer here now. He taught me how to study. He taught me how to be a better person, how to carry yourself, how to talk to people with respect. Because prior to that, I really didn't have much respect for people, and I was pretty repulsive to be around. When I graduated from high school, he passed away, and that left a big hole in my heart. Left a big hole in my heart. I went on to community college. I went to classes, did the usual. However, I lost motivation again because I lost my dog. Having a dog for 5 years, that's your best friend, right? Man's best friend. That put me in a very emotional state. So I didn't really go to class. I didn't really do much. Didn't really participate in social gatherings. I particularly was going to the store one day, and I went to GameStop, and the guy asked me, "What games do you like?" I'm like, "I like fighters, beat people up, outsmart them." I went there, and I saw this game, and I'm sure, has anyone heard of Marvel? The company Marvel, superheroes? Has anyone heard of the company game called Capcom? They make Mega Man. Okay, cool. So there's a particular game called Marvel vs. Capcom, right? And I was like, oh, so two companies put all their characters and they fight each other. That's really cool, right? So I bought it without hesitation. And I bought a stick, arcade stick. And you go to arcades and stuff and you see that's, people pressing buttons, moving the joystick, getting really angry. I wasn't that. I didn't get angry. Went home, I started playing a lot. And with that, I was welcomed into a scene called the Fighter Game Community, where we share the same interests, come from all different walks of life. All different walks of life. When I started getting better at the game, I met this man named Raymond. And to this day, I consider him a lifetime teacher. Not only did he teach me how to become good, how to understand the game at a high level, he also taught me how to be a better person. He took me under his wing, showed me the ropes, but also, like I said, he taught me how to be a better person. And now you're wondering, how's this game, how is it relevant to me standing here talking to you guys today? He helped me with studying better, because I thought in high school I had the best studying habits, which I didn't. I really didn't. He taught me how to, properly study for an exam, how to filter the unnecessary things when a teacher explains something that's not really relevant to the class. Has anyone been in that situation? A teacher explains something that's completely off topic to the subject? Anybody? Okay, cool. Okay. He taught me those things. And when I learned those things, I started applying. I started to realize, oh well, I'm transferring out of community college. I'm going to start applying to universities and state colleges. That is a big. It was a big change. It was a big change in my life. I found out, it was a very emotional day. I found out I got into Sac State. And it all went back to, I couldn't do it from my elementary school teacher. I can't do it. My friend Raymond once told me, you can make the impossible possible, you just have to set your mind to it. And that's what I did. I set my mind to it, I graduated from community college, and now I'm here trying to get a bachelor's degree. So, when you go home tonight, I want everyone to think about that you can make the impossible possible if you just set your mind to it. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You can do it. With that said, Mr. Toastmasters Elliott.